All right, it says green box. So I think we're live, but I have to make sure. Yep, there it is. Okay, turn everything on mute so that I can focus on you. How is everybody doing tonight? Me, not so good. Why? Because I'm all unorganized and disheveled and I haven't shaved and look how gray I'm getting. It's just getting out of control. But I am here tonight for all of you. Very excited to talk about, I don't even know what. I've got a few things to talk about, but there we go. Candy is right on point with that. She knows I am an anxious person and I want to make sure that audio and video is good. So thank you, Candy, for that. Welcome, everybody. Got some stuff. Oh, look at Ryan Zimmerman is just sitting here looking at you from the corner. I was going to show him to you today in John's world, but I guess you can look at him while we're talking, and you can look at Viserion too. Oh, you can't see him. We're going to talk about them later on tonight. So anyway, folks, I was debating on whether or not I was going to stream tonight because I was like, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I was able to gather some things together, and we'll see what we can do here. We'll try to put on a show for you. So, first thing I want to do today before I do anything else, no disrespect to anyone that is in the chat right now, I need to thank some new members, and there's a lot in here, and I don't remember a lot of these. So I want to thank them. I want to make sure I give these folks a special shout out. Edgar Villarreal, I believe he's been a member before, but probably rejoined or something like that. Keith Contrary, Fiona Fisher, Rob Kinsey, King and Queen Cichlids. Always a beautiful thing when another YouTuber joins as a channel member. That's an amazing thing. Thank you, Scott and Liz. Brandon Bosick, Jay Rich, Gary Zakarin, Docker Jade, Richard Pazal. And I think that gets down to all of the ones that I haven't thanked yet. But we're going to go a few more because I don't know if I've thanked all these people. Free RC Simulators. Kiwa. I know I thanked Kiwa, so I was there when he joined or she joined. So yes, thank you to all of the new members. That is an amazing thing. YouTube has not yet set up any kind of notification system that I'm aware of where when somebody becomes a new member, we get a notification. The only way I see it is when we're streaming and it pops up new member. And so I always like to go before the stream and look and see if there's been new ones that have popped up in the last 7 days because I can find a list, but they don't send a notification. You would think if someone has decided to take money out of their pocket and put it into mine and support KG Tropicals, you would think that YouTube would say, you know what, you ought to know about that, so we will send you a notification. But they don't do it. Shame on them. YouTube is doing something very special, though. I'm joking when I say shame on YouTube. They're doing amazing things. They are offering something. Not yet. It is still kind of in beta, but and of course they haven't offered it to me yet. But when they do, it's going to be a big deal, and that is members-only videos. They're going to make it a specific. When we go to upload a video, you can select send to members only. That's going to be amazing because I'm going to be able to give my members a kind of what's the word? Behind the curtain, backstage, behind the scenes look at what we're doing, preparing for the other videos and all that. So they're going to get special access to stuff like that, which is very, very cool. We could do that now and just put the videos up as unlisted. But that's, I don't know. To me, that's not as special. It would be more special for the members to get a notification. Hey, guess what? There is a video that is available from KG Tropicals right now just for you. I think that would be amazing. So can't wait till that becomes available for me. It's not available yet, but hopefully it will be soon. And as soon as it does, members are going to start to see some stuff pop up just for them because we got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk about that because you saw I'm sorry, I'm spitting all over the place because I just put a brand new piece of gum in my mouth. You saw the title. Now, if you're somebody like me that spends an unbelievably insane amount of time on YouTube, probably an unhealthy level of time on YouTube, way too much time on YouTube, you may have seen when I first scheduled this live stream, I titled this stream, "We're Putting This on Hold." And it was that way for about 3 minutes. And I was like, no, wait, that doesn't sound right. No way. Because we're not putting anything on hold. What I didn't want people to think was that all of a sudden, okay, John's going on another break, or this is all getting shut down or something. I didn't want people to think that. The title that is on there now, "Things Are at a Standstill," is much more accurate. But before we get into that, I want to thank for the first time, and then we will save the rest for the end, the couple of super chats that have popped through already. I mean, what am I doing to deserve this? I don't know. Jose Fernandez says, "For the tropical villa you're building in your garage." I love that. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Tropical villa. I love that. Thank you so much to you. And you've donated super chats like every week recently. And Gilbert, thank you, Gilbert Gamella. That wasn't as hard as I thought. With the $2 euros, I think that's what that is. I don't know what that translates to US dollars, but you know what? I don't care either, because any amount is definitely generous. I really hope that this stream isn't already skipping. I mean, believe me when I tell you I have contemplated stopping streaming because of this. This is one of those things that gets me extremely frustrated. And yeah, so let's go to Tracy Walker. Did this too. He said, here's some money. $2 super chat. That's a US dollar super chat. Best way to take care of convict cichlids: put them in water. I mean, that is seriously they're the easiest fish on this planet to keep, but you can't be lazy. Can't do that. You've got to do your job. You got to provide them with a clean environment. You got to provide them with a healthy environment. You know this. So, you would do it no different than any other fish. Have yourself on a set water change schedule. Keep your filter maintained. Do all of that kind of stuff. You will have success. And if you put multiples in there, you will probably have babies. That was the very first fish that I ever bred. Good luck to you. Now, we thought about doing 10 things on convicts. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we will one day. When we run out of things to talk about, we'll do 10 things on convict cichlids. They're really cool. I mean, I kind of dump on them a lot, because the only reason I do that is because it's overwhelming how many questions and comments come through about convicts. It's crazy. But I actually love the fish. I think they're adorable, and they are really attractive little stripy fish, barred fish, whatever you want to call it. We've got a new member. Wow, this live stream is just kind of writing itself, isn't it? Alexander Hambley. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for becoming a member, and look forward to those behind the scenes videos. They're only going to be available to you and the other people that have decided to become a member. Thanks for the constant videos of great advice. Watch every new video and learn so much. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Steve Davis, and thank you for, I'm just going to say $9.99 super chat, because I don't know the difference between my money and yours. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We're not talking about that today. So thank you so much for that. All right, anyone else that sends in super chats, it's very much appreciated. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait until the end to thank all of you. It's no disrespect. I'm not dumping on it. I just, I don't want to be the entire stream. You know what I'm saying? It can get kind of overwhelming, especially when I've got so many things to talk about. Title of this stream, Things Are at a Standstill. The reason why I titled it Things Are at a Standstill is because things are at a standstill. We've run into some unfortunate things. Now my gum is stuck in my teeth. We've run into some things here with the garage fish room build that are not stopping us. They're just kind of slowing us down a little bit. It's not by choice. We don't have any control over this. The first thing is, is it skipping so much? I didn't know. Sorry that we couldn't keep you around, Roger. I mean, it's not my fault. I'm doing everything I can for you. But this is why I shouldn't look at the chat. There are some things that have happened that are beyond our control. That why are you looking at the chat, John? Where's the blonde wig? Somebody follows us on Instagram. That was fun. That wig was a lot of fun. Sometimes things happen and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do that is going to make things go more smoothly. The reason why there is not any progress on the fish room build, and the reason why we haven't put out any videos on it, is because literally nothing has happened. We got the shed, we put it up, we cleared everything out, and then a couple of things came in, mainly cats and a water heater. Our water heater was leaking, and so we had to get a new one, and the new one sat in the garage for a couple of weeks, and then it finally got installed a couple of days ago, and so that's not in there anymore. But it didn't matter that this was happening because nothing new has come in. If you're not aware of what we're doing, we are converting our garage into a fish room, and the main staple of this fish room is going to be a 400-gallon, approximately 400-gallon aquarium. It's 8 feet long, 3 feet deep, and 2 feet tall. Mama Cat and the kittens are great, by the way. John, stop looking at the chat. Mama Cat had her surgery the other day. She is recovering well, and there's one kitten left, and I decided to keep it. I don't know. I'm so stupid. But she's adorable. I named her Rena, and she is mine. She's my cat, nobody else's. So they are going to be fish room cats. They are going to be in there, and you'll see them in videos all the time. Mama Cat only has one eye now, and it's adorable. So anyway, the staple of this fish room is going to be this giant tank, which we plan to, we don't plan to, we are going to have silver arowanas and stingrays, as well as Oscars. I've already had a couple of people say, that's overstocked. 2 arowanas, 2 Oscars, 2 stingrays. That's not overstocked. That for a 400-gallon tank? No. But stop looking at the chat. See, you wanted to see if I was going to see that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the chat up. That's how I'm going to do it. Because if I don't, I'm going to... you people are just so good to me, and you make me feel special, and I feel like I have to answer you. Now, my dogs are barking, but nothing can really get done with this fish room until that 400-gallon tank is in place. It's kind of hard to explain, but that 400-gallon is going to go in the corner. The 240 is going to go at a 90-degree angle to that. So they're going to be right up against each other like that. They won't be touching, but they'll be right up against each other. And then the 125s are going to go off of that. So it's kind of like if I don't have the 400, I can't put any of the other tanks in place. If I could, I would have them in place already, and I'd probably have them running by now. But the 400 has to go in first, and then we can put the others in there. So if we don't have the 400 yet, there's nothing we can do. So we are kind of at a standstill, and I can't get anybody to come in here and hook up power to it. I mean, nobody wants to make any money. I had a friend who wired our basement in the last house, reached out to him. I said, hey, got another small job for you. It'll probably take you an hour and a half. Small job, you want to come over and do it? Yeah, that's fine. I'll come over and do it. No problem. And then I haven't heard from him since. So he flaked out on me. My neighbor knew a guy, and he was trying so hard to get a hold of this guy. And my neighbor told me, this guy's a little down on his luck. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect. I'll give him a little extra work. That's great. Everybody's happy. And it turns out he's not all that much behind on his luck or down on his luck, because he turned it down. He said, nope, got too much going on. Don't have enough time for it. So there's that too. We still don't have power out there. So without power, without the 400 gallon, what are we going to do but sit there and look at it? Now, the picture that I put up for this, the thumbnail, that's the garage before we cleared it out. It doesn't look like that anymore, but that's what it started out looking like, and it was pretty bad. Humiliating, actually. I'm one of those people, when a garage is like overflowing with junk like that, I look down on those people. I'm sorry if you're one of those people. I'm not a neat freak, but I can't stand garages that are just a mountain of crap in them. My garage was a mountain of crap, and it drove me nuts. But it's not anymore. It's nice and cleared out. The 240 is in there, and that's really all that's in there other than cats and the 240. If you've subscribed to Lisa's channel and watched that, you've seen a little bit of the garage because she showed it in her videos. But anyway, I am going to be painting the garage tomorrow. And then I got some lights to, we'll talk about aquarium lights in a minute, but I got some lights to hang from the ceiling because right now all that's up there is a couple of light bulbs. Little regular light bulbs is all that's lighting that garage. So I bought 4-foot lights that I'm going to put up there just to light the room. That's going to be this weekend. And then maybe I'll get somebody to come by and hook up some electrical outlets for me. If there is anybody in the chat right now, I'm going to uncover the chat because I've kind of made my point, and I'll just riff from here on out. There's a $20 super chat in there too. I'm going to have to make sure I say something to that person. But see, where was I? I'm going to put up the lights and paint this weekend. If there's anybody that lives near me that wants to put in a couple of electrical outlets in my garage, let me know. kgtropicals@gmail.com. Email me. I'm not looking for somebody to do it for free. I'm not looking for somebody to give me a discount. I'm not looking for any of that. I'm just looking for somebody that wants to come out here and hook up like 8 or 9 outlets. That's it. Nothing's going to be on switches. It's just hooking up outlets. No big deal. So if anybody out here wants that, let me know. And I will, I'll gladly have you to my home, and I'll get pizza. And do you drink beer? I'll buy some beer. I don't drink beer. We don't have beer in the house, but I'll have some for you. And I'll get you good and toasty, and you can put in the electrical outlets for it. But anyway, that's really what's going on with the fish room. We have had a few things. Okay, first of all, forgot to mention, I did get a notification or an email today from my guy at Custom Aquariums. They actually had an overwhelming amount of success with their tax return sale that they did, and so they are behind, and that's what's kind of holding up my tank. My tank's already built. They just got to crate it up and send it. But anyway, long story. So that's been delayed. I have not found out how long delay it is, but we're kind of waiting on that. It has to go in, and then we can put all of the other tanks in, and we'll be good to go. But just got to wait on that one. So I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be. Hopefully next week. I have a more definitive time frame for you of when that's supposed to come in. We were also supposed to be getting filters for these. This is so hard. Do you even know how hard this is? That tank right there, and this one. Yep, there you go. The 275s. Supposed to be putting Fluval 407s on those, but they haven't come yet either. And that is what it is. I don't know what you want me to tell you. They're not here yet, so that's that. But we have gotten a couple of things in for the fish room that I'm super excited about. And one of them, if you follow us on Instagram, KG_tropicals, Lisa's oldest daughter set that up for us when she was like 12. And I was like, what's with this underscore thing? But she did that, and that's what it is. KG_tropicals. Lisa put up a photo of a long box that was shipped to us last week, maybe the week before, I'm not sure. That was a box from my friends over at Current USA. two 6-foot LEDs. It is the current Serene system. I'm so excited to put that on the the 400-gallon tank. Super excited about that. I think it's going to look amazing with those fish in it and everything. It's going to look absolutely incredible. So really excited about that. Again, I don't have a tank to put them on, so I can't. I'm not going to do a video on them if I don't have a tank to put them on. When I ordered them, I said, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm going to do a video about these, but it's not going to be for a while because I don't have the tank yet. But anyway, I also got a box from my good friend Jay Wilson over at Fritz. In fact, I moved the camera a little bit. You can see them right there. Look at that. Hey, how about that? Gallon jugs of some Fritz. And we also got a... there we go. That looks good. We got a large bottle of the TurboStart 700, TurboStart 7. I forget. Shame on me. It has to be refrigerated. So I got it and I immediately put it in the refrigerator, and it's been there ever since because I don't have a tank to put it in. So really excited about showing that to you, showing these lights to you. If I ever get the 407s, those will be shown to you. And yeah, really excited to get these things going. But I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can't go to Wisconsin and pick up the tank and bring it back. I suppose I could, but I'm not gonna. And I can't drive to Fluval and say, hey, where's my filters? It just doesn't work that way. So I'm kind of at the mercy of these shipments that I am waiting to come in. And when they do, you're going to get some videos on them, and we're going to show it all of it. Even, I'm not going to do a video on painting the garage, but I'll even have a little footage of me painting it and all of that kind of stuff. You're going to see everything in this whole process. So I'm excited to do it that way. Going to do it kind of in vlog form, which I'm really excited about, but I can't do it yet because I don't have any of the stuff. So again, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad about it. There's not enough time to be mad at people. My life is too short. I'm on the downturn. Yeah, I'm 44, so I don't have time to waste being upset about silly things like that. So you know what? When they get here, they get here. I will show them to you, and we will have a whole lot of fun with it. So there you go. Hopefully it'll be happening real soon because I really want to get it going. And what I would love to be able to do, I'd love to be able to live stream from out there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I'm not going to stream from my phone. No disrespect to anyone who live streams from their phone. It is not the same quality as this. The picture does not look as good. The audio is not as good. Nothing is as good. If that's all you've got, then that's fine. But I kind of like this here. I like the lighting. I like the audio. I've got a nice microphone here that I'm talking to you on. I've got a whole setup here that I do this from. So I don't have that out in the garage, and I'm not going to unhook all of this because right now I'm streaming on my iMac. I'm not going to unhook, dismantle everything and take it all out there. And no, I'm not going to do that. So about the only way I will be streaming out in that fish room is going to be if I can get a laptop at some point, which of course I can. I mean, who knows when it's going to be, but that's how it's going to have to be. And, I'm not a guy that's going to go and buy a $200 laptop to stream on. I'm sorry. I'm an Apple guy. So there's literally nothing from Apple that costs $200. I mean, have you seen the new Mac Pros? Good God, those are $6,000 just to get the box. So anyway, what is this? Wow, doesn't take much to be banned. I don't know who got banned, but whoever it was, I'm sure they deserved it because Candy is on point. So anyway, as things go on, I will get this thing done. I will get a laptop, MacBook Pro. That's what it's going to have to be, of course. And then I'll be able to start streaming out there. But for now, we're going to stream from here, but I'll do videos out there. It'll be a different thing. So very cool. That's what's going on here. Other than that, that's been it, really. So there's not a whole lot to update you on. I wish there was. It's actually very disappointing that there's not more to talk about here. Let's get to a couple of these super chats real quick. Maybe that's what I'll do is every 10 minutes or so. I'll go to super chats because this one fell off and I'm sorry. Here, let me go do it this way. Alexander Hambley, did I already say that one? I don't know. I don't think I did, but I'm going to say it again. Just because you've already saved me so much money from costly mistakes watching your videos and learning how to do things the right way. Amazing. There's no better praise than that. That is incredible. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Chad Krotz, you see that name all over the place. Never met the guy, but I see his name all the time, and I see a little dollar sign, and it's like, what did I do to deserve this? The $5 super chat. We want another Blair Witch style phone stream. Hey, you know what? You want to start some conspiracy and get the power turned off here in King George to me again? You might see one of those, but that turned out to be a lot of fun, but what a disaster that was. But yes, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me get back down here to the bottom. I've got a couple of comments. Here we go. It's red. Now it's yellow. Are we sputtering? Maybe not. It says green now. Okay. Well, hopefully you see me. I'm just going to keep on talking. I don't like to just talk through when I think it's lagging like that. I'm like, if it's lagging, I'll just take a vape, and that way, if I'm vaping during a break in the action, then nobody will yell at me. Let's see. What is JH Aquatics talking about? The tintles? What's that? The tintles? I don't know what that is. Am I stupid here? Anyway, are you being a rascal, JH? What is that? Tintles? The tintles real? I got to figure that out. You need to explain yourself. Am I missing something here? Let me look at this real quick. Okay. The first question today, I'm going to pop it on here. There it is. Well, you don't need to see what video it was on, do you? It was from the You Oughta Know video that I just did on Tuesday, which was the pufferfish. I loved that video. I had a lot of fun watching Lisa film that video and then editing it and putting it up. It's wonderful when you can edit a 1:45 long video. But Chewy Ltd, the smartest guy on YouTube, the tint is real. Okay, my bad. You're probably saying that because I have said in my streams in the past that I'm not a huge fan of that. So you're trolling me a little bit, aren't you? No, I have said it's not my favorite thing, but it's cool if other people like it. But wow, my shirt is really wrinkly. Chewy Ltd on that pufferfish video said, okay, John, I have to ask, I will not wait until your live stream, but I could see you having fun with this. So you have to wait till the live stream because here we are. What type of pufferfish does John want if he was going to get one, freshwater or marine? Great presentation, by the way. Thank you. Been looking forward to this since the last live chat. Yeah, I talked about this. I said we got it on video, and we were super excited about it. And I just knew. I was like, you know what? That video is going to go up, and it's going to be monstrous. It's going to be huge. And literally comparing it to other videos on our channel, no one's watched it. I don't even know why. It's so disappointing because it's such a cool video. I didn't even do any editing. All I did was put it on there with a little bit of music behind it that my nephew recorded for me. And there it is. But May and June are slow months for the fish tube community. It is a fact. And so, yeah, I'm not going to panic over it, but not as many people have watched that video as I thought, but it is what it is. So if I was going to get a puffer, what would I get? The answer is, I don't know, because I've never thought about getting a puffer until I saw that. I said, that's pretty daggone cool. And so many people have commented on that it looks like a Furby. You might be too young to know what Furbies are, but it does. It looks just like a Furby, and it's crazy. I can't look at it now without thinking that it's a Furby. But would I get a freshwater or marine puffer? It would be a freshwater one. That one was a saltwater pufferfish. There's been a couple of people in the comments, lots of people commenting on it, and there's one guy that said that it's a Maboo puffer. I'm like, no, it's not, because that's a freshwater puffer, and this one's definitely a saltwater puffer. Or is it me? Am I doing something wrong? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure. With what I'm saying. But that one was a saltwater puffer. It was in the saltwater section. It was with other saltwater fish. There's been so many people that have commented that it's bad that this happened because the fish is under a lot of stress, and that's why it puffed up. I'm no expert. Talk to Corey. He's the guy that knows puffers certainly more than I do. There's a lot of YouTubers that know more about puffers than I do, and it's common knowledge that it's under duress when they puff up like that. But it's also common knowledge that they will do it randomly, just almost like as a form of exercise. And that's what was going on here, because there was nothing, there was no chasing, there was no squabbling with other fish in the tank at all. We took 2 videos of that fish. One was by me with our actual real DSLR camera, and then Lisa took the one where he's actually puffed up, was with her phone. And you can see in those videos, there's no stress, there's no like fighting or anything like that going on, unless you want to consider it just to be the stress of simply being in a smaller aquarium than it should be in, and the fact that people are walking around and stuff. Maybe that stressed it out to a point where it puffed up like that. But if you watch it, it swims away from all of the other fish, and then it puffs up real slowly, almost stretching. It's not boom. You expect when you hear about puffers that they're going to go whoop and puff up real fast. He took his sweet time puffing up like that. So I don't think it was a stress thing. I think it was an exercise thing. But what do I know? I mean, I was just the guy there watching it. But the answer to the question of would I get a freshwater or a marine puffer, it would be a freshwater. There's plenty of marine fish that if I was going to do a fish only saltwater tank, there's plenty of fish that I would get. That's the kind of fish, almost like, oh, you can't see it now because let me get this off here. Almost like that one. That's the kind of fish that should be in a tank by itself. Just that's the focal point. It's just that one. And I don't want to do a saltwater tank with just one fish in it. I'd rather have a freshwater tank with just one fish in it. Allie Patton came in. That's another huge supporter of this channel. There's a lot. But listening on my way home from working a 12-hour shift. Glad I got to tune in. Here's for your fish room funds. Thanks for all you do. That is amazing. Thank you, Allie, for being such a huge supporter of this channel. I appreciate it very, very much. It was probably gas, a fart backup, possibly. Hey, your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, it was slow. It just kind of slowly inflated. It was really, really neat. I wish she had gotten it on camera, the fish deflating, but she was so excited about it. She filmed it for a few seconds after it puffed up, and it was just kind of sitting there on the bottom, bobbing. She was so excited about it, she turned the camera off. So, Puffer saw John's beard and decided to become tank boss. That's hilarious. Yeah, this thing is a mess. I don't know if I'm going to dye it anymore. I think I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm 44. I'm going to be 45 in 2 weeks. So might as well just accept it for what it is. I've already accepted the bald thing. Might as well just accept it. But anyway, I thought that was a fun question from Chewy. And Chewy is a cool dude. He asks questions all the time. And he's all over the place. And it would shock me if he's not in here right now with us. I haven't seen his name pop up. But anyway, thank you to Chewy, and thank you to Allie Patton for that super chat. Now, here's the next thing I wanted to talk about. Lots of messages. Oh. Damn. Had to come in with that word, huh? I can totally see why that one was deleted. Either Candy is very much on point, or that was one where the word came through and YouTube said, nope, not going with that. With all this stuff going on with Steven Crowder and all this kind of stuff now, we're not letting that garbage go through. June 24th is my birthday, people are asking. So, yeah, thank you to the people who are already saying it. It's still a couple of weeks away. But, yeah, we've got Father's Day and then Kenzie's birthday, our softball player, and then my birthday. And it's absolutely crazy. So, oh, he is here. I am here, Pea Puffers. Pea Puffers are cute little guys from India. Yeah, I've seen Pea Puffers. They are adorable. They're all adorable. They have a puppy dog face, and I love it. I am not opposed at all to getting a puffer fish. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be really cool. I was not really interested in getting one until I saw that happen at House of Tropicals last week. It's kind of interesting that the very first thing that I said in that video was Lisa and I went to House of Tropicals and this is what we saw. And then somebody commented, is that House of Tropicals? That's when I am getting, now it's back to green. So anyway, I said, I'm a fan of Steven Crowder. And that's of course when the live stream went out. Let's see if it pops back up. This is getting old. This is a reason to stop streaming, is what it is. I don't know. It's back on now. Okay. Are we back here, folks? It's so frustrating. It's nothing I can control. I cannot get a better internet service. This is cable internet, and it is the fastest speed that they have available. And I got a really good computer I'm doing this on. I mean, it's not like it's my setup. Anyway, I guess I got to stop saying I'm a fan of Steven Crowder. But what I want to make everybody understand, because there's going to be people that are going to hate me when they hear that I'm a fan of Steven Crowder. I'm a fan of a lot of different people from a lot of different places and different sides of the political aisle. I'll watch a Young Turks video, and then I'll watch a Ben Shapiro video, and then I'll watch, I don't care, Tim Pool. I watch them all because I like to hear everyone's point of views. So I have watched quite a few Steven Crowder videos, and I like the ones that he does where he says, I believe in this and change my mind. I like that. I think it's cool. I think it gets a good discussion going. But he shouldn't have said the things that he said that got him in trouble. So I can't support him on that. But anyway, I don't even, what in the world got me started on that? Who knows? But John LaMountain became a new member. That's 2 members already in this stream. That's really, really cool. Must have heard me talking about the behind the scenes members only videos that are going to come out. I wish I could tell you all when that is going to happen, but it was just announced by YouTube on Tuesday that is going to become a feature in the new, am I gone again? No. The new Studio Beta. It's not new Studio Beta, but that's going to become a new feature in Studio Beta very soon, but it's not yet. So when it is, I'm going to start doing some behind the scenes videos. There was another thing. Now listen, the comments, I've talked about this before. The comment sections of my videos have become a wasteland. It's become it's crazy. And the more I say stuff like this, it happens more. Shocker, right? But it is, the comment section has just become something I stay away from. And it's not because people hurt my feelings. It takes a lot more than that to hurt my feelings. It's just nonsense. There's so much nonsense that comes through. But I went through today and I was picking out some comments. And I saw one and I said, well, this is interesting. This is somebody being a rascal. This is somebody being funny. It's really not funny, but somebody trying to be funny. And what it was on my video. It was the You Ought to Know episode that I did, I guess it was 2 weeks ago. It might have been 3 weeks ago, where I talked about how to get your fish to grow really fast. And all I talked about was a very common sense method of take care of your fish and they're going to grow as fast as nature will allow. And the video's actually done pretty well. But this comment popped up. I'm going to show it to you here. And this is the one that I saw and I said, you know, this is just somebody being silly. Because everybody's trying to be a comedian, right? We see that every single day. I truly want my fish to grow slower so I have more time with them. Who wants fish to die sooner? Not me, that's who. Well, yeah, sure. Nobody wants their fish to die sooner. But this was cute. I said, yeah, this is adorable that Terry Light said this, but I don't think that could be a real thing. I don't think that somebody would really say that and be serious. And then kept scrolling down, and that's where I found this one. This is an individual that comments on quite a few of our videos, and he's not a troll. Not somebody that says outrageous things. Not that any of this is outrageous, but you understand what I'm saying. I wouldn't expect a troll comment out of this. This is good to know, but how do I get them to grow slower? And so I'm scrolling through still, and I'm like, huh, okay, that's two. But that's not all. I wish I could have screens set up for this, but it won't let me. Then we get a third one. I want them to go very slowly. So I said, huh, this is a real thing. People are putting comments up that they want their fish to grow slow. I wonder, I'm not going to do this, but I wonder what would happen if I was to make a video of how to get your fish to grow slow. That would be the exact opposite of what we're trying to do as fish keepers, wouldn't it? Because it would basically be mistreat them. That's what would cause your fish to grow nice and slow for you. Treat them badly. Don't provide them with good, clean water. Put them in a tank that is way too small for them. Don't feed them all that often, and make sure that their water is good and dirty and full of nitrates and nitrites, and then the fish will grow nice and slow. You'd be teaching the opposite principles of what we try to teach, trying to help out fellow fish keepers. I got a kick out of that. It makes me wonder. The one guy, like I said, comments a lot, and I think he's actually very active on Instagram, comments on all of Lisa's stuff and stuff like that. And he's very active. I cannot see that being a troll comment. I think that was real. And maybe all three of them were very much real comments. People saying, I want my fish to grow slow. I understand the concept, but at the same time, if you think about it, it really is kind of silly. I mean, come on. You're basically, I understand the concept, but you're basically saying I want to mistreat these fish, and that's just not right. So if those three individuals are watching right now, it's adorable what you said, and I get it, but don't make your fish grow slow. Let's get them to grow as quickly as nature will allow by giving them the most healthy environment possible and as big a tank possible. And think about it this way. If you're trying to get your fish to grow slow, you're going to have to mistreat them, which means they're actually going to live a shorter life. So if you provide them with a good environment and a healthy environment and good clean water and a nice appropriately sized tank, they're going to be healthier. Therefore, they will live longer, which will get you to your end goal. So I thought that was fun. I thought that was something like started out kind of as something a little goofy and a little silly, but then I feel like it kind of did turn into something that we can all learn from. So very, very cool. Let's go through a couple of more of these things in the chat here, and then we will talk about John's World. I do have something for John's World today that's a lot of fun. Slow and unhealthy. Yeah, exactly. There's Lisa talking about Mama Cat. Check your Facebook. It's about discus. It's not going to be me. I want my dog to grow slow. Yeah, good luck with that. If on iPhone you gotta hot the link, in my phone YouTube app the join option doesn't show up. Oh, so yeah, I think you meant hit, Chad. Yeah, that's something that that Candy has actually shared out. She does it for everybody, and God bless her. She does such amazing things. I don't have the link in the description anymore for this. I used to, but I don't anymore. And thank you for reminding me of that, Chad Kratz. I will fix that. Wait, I didn't mean that as a troll. There's Jerome's. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I was saying. You weren't being a troll. When I saw it at first, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Not yours, but the one before yours, I was like, oh, this guy's just being silly. And then when I saw Jerome's, I was like, okay, maybe this really is a thing. So I wasn't trying to say you were a troll, Jerome. If you're the same guy, because it's a different channel name, but maybe you changed your name. Yeah, I wasn't calling you a troll. I was thinking that at first, and then I realized it's really not. Really not a troll type thing. Fish tube, I agree. Lower temperatures, slow growth rates, also reproductive rates too. Yeah, it does. But again, when the temperature's lower than what your fish needs, you really are providing them an environment that's not the healthiest for them to live in. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of things that you can do to slow down your fish's growth rate, but do you want to? I don't. I think it's more a question of growing quickly rather than power growing. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Everything. The old me would have talked about this in that video. You notice my videos now, not these streams, but my videos are a lot more streamlined. They're a lot more quick, to the point, get in and get out. That's what I try to do. Not fill it full of a bunch of fluff. The old me, when I was talking about something like this, I would have said in the video, everyone's looking for the fastest. And the fastest what? The fastest everything. We're looking for everything to be the fastest. We want our YouTube channels to grow the fastest. We want our fish to grow the fastest. We want our children to move out the fastest. We want all these things. Everything needs to be the fastest. We all need to slow down and let nature do its core, do what nature does. That's what I would have said in the video if it was a long time ago, but I try to do things, I try not to mess around anymore with all that kind of stuff. So my fish have been growing crazy fast, double a month. Nice. Yes, okay, Jerome did change his name. Again, Jerome, you're a cool guy. I know you're a big supporter of this channel. I was not calling you names, I promise. The wood is not. It's 2 to 3 foot sections. What? I don't know what that is. I think some people push feeding, growth, reproduction, and it does shorten the lifespan. That's what Corey said in a video about guppies that I watched recently. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to speed up growth and facilitate breeding, but sometimes they're not the best thing. I am a firm believer in give them what they need, give them what's right for them, and they will grow as fast as nature will allow. Jose Fernandez coming in strong again today with another $9.99 chat, but it's not going to be beer money. It's going to be for this, because I don't drink beer. I know to look at me, you would be like, oh, John drinks beer, but I don't. Yeah, and people are making sure you're aware of that. Yeah, and see, Lisa says, thank you, Jose, but I like wine. Yeah, so that could be wine money. There you go. And John LaMountain, that guy knows me. He says, pizza money. There we go. Thank you very much for that. $5. That will, on some of those special app deals for Pizza Hut, that'll buy a pepperoni pizza. I'm simple when it comes to pizza. Just pepperoni. That's all I need. I don't need a bunch of other stuff. You don't get to look like this by not eating pizza. Trust me. I started feeding Northfin veggie at nighttime, then in the mornings Northfin cichlid formula, and noticed way more color and possibly growth as well. Not sure they are imbunas. Very good. Northfin is a good food. If they're growing at a good rate, that means you are doing a good job. The food definitely does make a difference. I am a fan of Northfin. I certainly am. The quality of food certainly does make a difference, but I believe that it's the overall conditions that give them optimal growth, and the food is part of that. So, hope that makes sense. Now, wow, Can 50 cichlids fry go into a small tank till the 8x4x2 pool is ready? If they're fry, if you're you say a small tank, you might think a 55 gallon is small. You might think 125 gallon is small. I don't know what you mean by small. If you're talking about a 10 gallon tank, no, they can't. Unless they're like a week old and you're going to move them out to the pond in 2 weeks. 20 gallon, again, if they are grains of rice swimming around, yeah, they'll be okay. But get them out of there as quick as you can. Okay. I want to go to this John's World. We got a John's World question today. Isn't that amazing? And who's it from? You know who it's from, because it's the only guy that cares about John's World. I'm talking about Denny's Aquatics. This is a Marvel question, folks. So if you are not into this, then, you might want to. Jose Fernandez, are you kidding me? I would never leave you out, man. My money. That's right. That's good. You're taking care of the people who need taken care of. That's an amazing thing. That's $30 this guy's come out with in one live stream. And I'm talking about stopping streaming? What kind of an idiot am I? So let's get into John's World. If you're not familiar with what John's World is, I tend to do this towards the end of live streams. We'll go as long as we go, but tend to do this at the end. And this is something that has nothing to do with fish keeping. You all are my friends. You're my friends. And you're pretty much the only friends that I've got. I'm a homebody. I don't leave the house. Ask Lisa. I leave to go to work. I come home and I'm in the house and I'm on YouTube and I'm working on videos and I'm whatever. Watching baseball, which the game started 12 minutes ago. Don't worry. It's not going to make me get off of here quick. Welcome, new member, Enon Free. That's awesome. Wow, we're getting so many members. This is awesome. Can't wait to do the members only live stream and members only videos. Denny's Aquatics asked, are you a Marvel junkie? Explain. Now, that's Denny saying, you know what? I feel sorry for John. I want to give John a question that I already know the answer to, but I'm going to give it to him because I know he can just riff on this for a while, because I know he's a Marvel guy. I know he's a Marvel junkie. So I'm going to feed him this because I know he'll be able to go with this and it'll make him happy. How many people do we have watching? Watch the numbers just die as soon as I start talking about something that's not fish keeping related. But the cool thing is Denny is a huge supporter of this channel, and I'm a huge fan of his. He's a supporter of a lot of channels, and that is very much appreciated. And so I appreciate the support there. But Ashley Sunday came in and said, I'm going to go with this one too. Which Marvel character is your favorite? Have you seen all 22 movies? And most importantly, did you get all the McDonald's toys? I saw them a couple weeks ago, but you didn't have them last week. They were there last week. They've never moved. They've always been up there, but they were covered up last week with the boxes from him and a couple other things that we'll talk about here in a minute. It's John's World, right? So have I seen all 22 movies? Of course I have, yes. In fact, all but I think three. All but three I saw actually in the movie theaters. I did not see Thor: The Dark World. I didn't see that in the theaters. It's my least favorite of the whole 22 movies. And then the Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that sounds ridiculous because they're some of my favorites, but I did not see either one of those two in the theaters. But am I a Marvel junkie? Yes, of course I am. Absolutely. Since day one, all my life, I've been a Marvel junkie. And to pick my favorite is very, very difficult. If you were to put a gun to my head, let me get rid of this here real quick. You see a picture of the one on the Marvel side that I would probably say is my favorite. I'm a Flash guy when it comes to DC. And if I had to pick my favorite superhero, it would be the Flash. You can see the Flash right there. But I'm talking about that one. Deadpool, I've loved Deadpool since he first came out in the 90s. I've been a huge fan. It just seems like the kind of superhero that I would be. And that's why I like him so much. I don't know. I mean, the Deadpool movies are phenomenal. Let me get that question again. Because was the question... I'm just going to open it up here. I'm not going to put it on the screen. Was it who was my favorite character in the movies? Which Marvel character is your favorite? Okay, not Marvel as a whole, not just in the movies. You know what? I would have to go Cap. I would just have to go Cap. I mean, that's Captain America is the man of all men when it comes to Marvel, and I think they hit a home run, no pun intended, when they cast Chris Evans for that. He's perfect, Steve Rogers. So I'd probably have to go Cap. But my favorite superhero in the entire genre would be the Flash, because I love the Flash. I love Barry Allen. Wally West, cool too, but I'm a Barry Allen guy. Yeah, there you go. So, River Life coming in. Didn't even know you were here, Rack. Glad to have you dropping a $5 because I'm very satisfied consumer of KG Tropicals content. Awesome. And I give him the very special discount too. The discount of absolutely free. I don't charge him anything for this content. But thank you, Rack. And I'm waiting on that message from you that you talked about before you went on your Alaska trip. I'm glad you made it back safely and everything else, but waiting on that message from you. This is where you're going to hear my computer go bing, and that's going to be Rack. So anyway, that was that for John's World, except for these guys here. Got to talk about these. Now, if you look, I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can see them. You know what Funko Pops are? I've always loved Funko Pops. That right there is a Funko Pop of Max Scherzer, my favorite baseball player on the planet. He's just... Anyway, love Max Scherzer. The first and only Funko Pop I've ever bought. I collect the Nationals bobbleheads. You see them in the background of all of my vehicles, really? All of my videos. I'm a bobblehead guy. I only like specific types of bobbleheads, the ones that they give away at Nats games. Those are the ones that I like. And so those are the ones that I collect. People buy them for me as Christmas gifts and all of this. And then we also go to the games that they are giving them out. And 2 weekends ago, Lisa and I went, and on the topic of Captain America, they did a Captain Zimmerman bobblehead. If you're not a baseball fan, you don't know who this is. But this is Ryan Zimmerman. He is a former third baseman, now first baseman for the Washington Nationals. And they made him look like Captain America. Come on. Are you kidding me? That is the coolest thing ever. Since Lisa and I both went, there's the message from Rat Cross right there. Bing. So when we went to this game, this is the bobblehead that we got when we went to House of Tropicals that day and got the video of the puffer. On the way up, we stopped at 7-Eleven to get coffee, and Lisa saw this, and she bought this for me. But this was a week after she bought this one for me. So I guess I'm a collector of Funko now, which I've always loved Funko. But she got me the little T'Challa, which is awesome. He doesn't have his mask on, but I think that makes him even cooler. And then, of course, this is the Night King from Game of Thrones. She said she's going to get me the whole Funko series from Game of Thrones. I'm a Game of Thrones guy. I don't want to hear your whining about the end of Game of Thrones. I don't want to hear your whining of it, especially you, Lisa. So she bought me the Night King on the way up. But then, while we were at the stadium at Nats Park, every year the Nats Park, they do a Star Wars Day. We're going to talk about that in a second. They do a Marvel Superheroes Day. And then they do a Game of Thrones Day. Now, I don't know if they're going to still do it because Game of Thrones is over, but they do a Marvel Game of Thrones Day. If anybody, if you want the P.O. box, it's in the About Us or the About page on my YouTube channel. Go over there if you want the P.O. box, if you want to send me the Michael Taylor figure of him catching a ball the previous year on Game of Thrones night. But anyway, while we were up there, they had these left over at Nats Park. This is a Viserion. Of course it is. The Ice Dragon. And it has the Washington Nationals W. Are you joking? And it's a bobblehead. So, of course, I had to buy him. I couldn't not buy him. So you'll be seeing him in the background of these. So, yeah, I got my Viserion. I got my Night King. And I got my Ryan Zimmerman bobblehead all in one day. As a matter of fact, we got 3 of the Ryan Zimmerman bobbleheads because they give one to each ticket, which was Lisa and I. We had 2 tickets. So we got 2 of the Ryan Zimmermans. And then she went into the team store and bought a jersey. And because she bought a jersey, they gave her another Captain Zimmerman bobblehead. So you can actually see them. They're all stacked up right there. Yeah, there's 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 of them. So there we go. But anyway, that was a very fun day. Now, the last thing on this, I said I'm going to talk about Star Wars Day. I'm one of those guys that I try to hint stuff to people in my family, and I'll be very clear about it. I'm like, yeah, I really like that thing, whatever that thing is. And my hope is that one of the 8 people that live in this house will hear me say that, and they'll be like, oh, he's got a birthday coming up. It's kind of the strategy that I use. Well, the Nationals have been promoting all year the Star Wars Day that they're doing at Nats Park. Now, I love Star Wars, but I don't want to go up there just for Star Wars Day. The reason why I want to go up is because they are doing a bobblehead of Sean Doolittle. Can you see my Doolittle bobblehead? I don't know if you can see him on here. Where's he at? Oh, he's right there. That's my Sean Doolittle bobblehead. If you're not a baseball fan, he is a pitcher for the Nationals. He is Lisa's favorite player. But what they're doing is they're making a Obi-Wan Kenobi bobblehead. It is Sean Doolittle with a lightsaber and an Obi-Wan Kenobi robe on, and it's a bobblehead. And I've been hinting to everyone in my family, boy, that sure would be cool to go up there and get that bobblehead. And what do you know? 2 days ago, our 24-year-old got tickets to that game. 4 of us are going, and it's my Father's Day gift. So how lucky am I? It's the coolest thing ever. It's next Saturday. Going up there for Star Wars Day, there'll be a ton of people dressed up like Stormtroopers and Princess Leia's and Darth Vader's. And I'm going to get my Sean Doolittle Obi-Wan Kenobi bobblehead. Super excited about that. Now, one last thing, when the people were asking the questions about the McDonald's toys, no, I didn't get them all. I didn't get them all. I ate a lot of McDonald's, obviously. Look at me. But I didn't get them all. I was going into McDonald's and just saying, hey, which ones do you have? And just buying them. Because they're like $1.50. I've got a lot of them, but I didn't get them all. I've got both Caps, both Rockets, both Hulks. If you're wondering why I say both, they made 2 of each one. I'm such a dork. But I've got all of the characters, but I don't have both of each character, if that makes sense. Again, if you want to send them to me, P.O. Box is in the About page. Just send them. I'll get it. But no, I'm teasing you. So anyway, that's a lot of fun. I enjoy just talking about things that, like I said, y'all are my friends. So being able to talk about these kind of things is fun. I don't even know if there's anybody left watching. I might be talking to myself. But yeah, that was fun. The Nationals used to be Canada's team at one point. Yeah, they were the Montreal Expos, but we stole them from you. So, John, I'm a Giants, Pirates, Pens fan. If you didn't have such a cool fish and fish videos, I don't know about you. Well, that's just weird because you're criticizing me, Jake Mitchell, but you're going outside of I'm going to guess you live somewhere near Pittsburgh because you're a silly Penguins fan, and the Pirates, I can forgive you for that. But you're not going to be a Steelers fan? You're going to be a Giants fan? That's just weird. That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? The Steelers are so much easier to root for than the Giants. Anyway. There are some people here, and look at Candy sharing the P.O. box. I'm teasing when I say that, but wouldn't it be funny if those McDonald's toys showed up? Lisa and the kids, they always ask me, well, we don't know what bobbleheads to get you because you've got so many of them already. I'm like, well, it's very easy. Just look on the shelf and you see which ones there are. And if you find one that's not one that I have on eBay or whatever, then you're good. Well, it's the same thing here. You want to send the McDonald's toys to that P.O. box? You can look right there and you can see which one I've got. Hulk, Black Widow, Cap, Rhodey, Captain Marvel, Rocket, Hulk, Nebula, Thor, Rocket, Hawkeye, Iron Man, Captain America. If you don't see them up there, got it. I don't have it. And send it to that P.O. box. They're small enough. They'll fit in there. So, anyway. So, yeah. Tiki Barber, that's my guy. Tiki Barber is awesome, but I also hate him because he was the Redskins killer every year. I hate him because he is superb at what he used to do for a living. He's very good at what he does now too, but that's he was a guy that he would average 35 yards rushing every week, and then they'd play the Redskins and he'd get 235 yards. That's Tiki Barber. But yeah, very cool. I'm a fan of him as long as he wasn't playing the Redskins. River Life likes Eli Manning. There's no way to not like Eli Manning, but I hate the Giants because I'm a Redskins fan. So, okay. Where did the picture of the puffer come from? That's a print from Jimmy. No, he did not give that to me. At least I don't think he did. Lisa, did we buy that? I think we bought it, but we bought it at the Aquatic Experience. Jimmy had them up there for sale. I think he might have given it to us. It was at the very end. And it's actually signed. I had Corey and Jimmy sign it because Jimmy's the genius that took the picture and Corey is the one that owns the fish. So yeah, there you go. They both signed it. I'm not an autograph guy. I never really have been. But I was like, it makes sense. Just sign this. It just makes sense. So we've got some super chats that I missed. Quite a few. So I want to make sure I get back in here and thank everybody. River Life was the one I stopped on. So, all right. I hope it's John. Edward? I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't know if I am. Or is that pronounced Jan? I don't know. But however you pronounce your name, I appreciate the $3 super chat. Problem with detritus. Want to get rid of them. Want to get rid of them. Water changes, water changes, water changes. I mean, I don't know really what else to tell you. I mean, I know that's not probably the answer you were looking for, but Keith Contrary, I've botched that name every time. You've shown up quite a few times. The $10 super chat. Lisa needs chocolate with that wine. How about this? I'll have the chocolate. She can have the wine, and we'll both sleep good. That'll be perfect. Fish Tank Barn comes in once again. Mike, how rich are you? Because I see you super chat everybody nonstop. Good Lord. You've obviously got more money than me. And so good for you. Whatever you're doing it right. For the tip jar. And then John LaMountain came in again. Okay, $5 for McDonald's. I love it. I really need to stop eating at McDonald's. I probably eat there 4 times a week, and that's probably even a low ball answer. Lisa's rolling her eyes right now. I got to figure something out. I got to figure out something for on the road because I'm digging my grave with this crap that I'm eating, and it's a shame. But anyway, so look, is that going to wrap things up? Let me get back to the Fish Tank Barn is rich. Is fish rich? All this money you throw around, Mike, all the time in super chats. How come you didn't buy ice cream that night we went? I mean, Come on now. That's the ultimate super chat. We're all out in New Jersey, and you buy everybody ice cream. I had to turn the game on. Of course I did. If we're gonna sit here and hang out for a little bit, I had to turn the game on. They're playing the Padres tonight. Oh, Manny Machado. A couple of more have rolled in. Jose Fernandez again. I don't get this guy. I don't understand what it is about me that makes him want to take money out of his pocket and put it into mine after all that junk food money for the dentist. Believe me, brother, I could spend thousands on this mouth right here. You have no idea. You probably do have an idea, but yeah, I'm debating just getting all of my teeth ripped out and getting dentures, and I don't care if anybody makes fun of me for it. I really don't, because it is yeah. Anyway, Chad Krotz comes in and says, "Just wanted to say go Steelers." See, I'm not going to hate you for that, because I'm okay with the Steelers. I mean, I'm fine with it. I think Mike Tomlin is a classy guy. I like what they're doing. I've always admired that entire organization. So I'm not going to hate on you for that. I'm going to let you have that. But if it... No, I'm not going to say. I was going to say, but if it was blank, then we'd have a problem. I'm not going to say that, because what's going to happen then? That's when everybody's going to start doing that. So, Jay's Crazy Obsessions joined at the end. Hey, better late than never. Arby's is the best for fast food. I'm going to disagree with you there, and I'm going to say it is Chick-fil-A. Nobody does it better than Chick-fil-A, but Arby's is really, really good. And I've got an Arby's 1.5 miles from my house, and no Chick-fil-A. It's 35 minutes to the nearest Chick-fil-A. Nobody does it better than Chick-fil-A. But Arby's is really good. And Arby's sauce, forget about it. I could live on that stuff. Just drink it right out of the packet. Pronounced like contrary. Okay. I will remember that now. I love how you say Mary, Mary, quite contrary. That's cute. Yes, it's John. Just like John, not spelled different. Or just spelled different. It's the way to spell John in Colombia. Okay, cool. I get a lot of people that will comment on my videos and they will spell my name that way. Jhon. And I always just think it's a typo. But... Charlie Erickson says it's Murphy. I thought so. Yeah, that is Murphy. I'm sorry. I mean, I should have just said that. I should have just said that's Murph, and then everybody would have known who I was talking about. But yeah, that's Corey's fish, Murphy, and it's a picture that Jimmy took, and it's probably the best picture of a puffer fish that's ever been taken in the history of mankind. I want implants, but spendy. You know where I could go with that, Big D? There's so many places I could go with that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's we could have fun with that, but no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I would love to do what Boogie did, but I don't have Boogie money. If you don't know who Boogie is, he's a famous gamer on YouTube. On YouTube, he's got like millions and millions of subscribers, and he's a great big guy that has lost like 200 pounds, and he got all of his teeth replaced, and he's just awesome. Wendy's fan. See, that's the thing. We have a Wendy's being built 3 doors down from the Arby's in King George in Dahlgren, right down the street from where I live, but we still don't have a Chick-fil-A. We got everything else. I mean everything. We don't have a Chipotle, but we've got Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, 2 Subways, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Wendy's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. We've got all of them, but Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. And there's one more that I was just thinking about that we don't have. Who cares? What are we doing? Talking about... But we're getting a Wendy's that's coming up next month. What? That's being built right now. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm saying. Where I lost it. Shocker. The chat jumped. John LeMountain said goodnight. sorry I missed it, but good night to you. I have a love-hate with McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, I love it going in, hate it coming out, and I hate what it does to my body. But DC for life, baby. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Anna Banana. Is that you? Because I thought it was Hannah Banana. There was a channel that I shouted out years ago. That was a really, really young girl. She was like 9, maybe 11. I don't know. But she was doing some amazing things. But I think her name was Hannah Banana. I don't know. I shouted her out in like the first year of doing my videos. And she was tickled by that. And but I haven't seen her anymore. Okay. Look at the Redskins win-loss records since Daniel Snyder took over. Yeah, don't get me started on that. We could talk all night on that. I mean, what are you going to do? Wendy's is good. Is Five Guys fast food, though? I mean, yeah, I don't know. What classifies something as fast food? You go to the counter, you order it, you walk down the counter, you pick it up, right? So Five Guys would be. It's just as much fast food as Chipotle or Subway. So we would have to put Five Guys in there. Nobody does a burger better than Five Guys. We've got one of those a mile and a half from our house, too, in the next strip from where the Wendy's is going. In-N-Out Burger. See, I've never had In-N-Out Burger. I'm pretty sure that's a West Coast thing. We've never had it here. Never had Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, etc. Never been to America. Well, consider yourself lucky because it's those restaurants, Seth. It's all of those restaurants that are the reason why Americans are so fat, including me. That's why we're all so fat, is because we have easy access to this nasty food that tastes delicious, but it's nasty. And so, yeah, consider yourself very, very much lucky. Fuddruckers. I've had Fuddruckers one time, and I remember being like, all right, that was pretty good. But it didn't blow my mind. It was no Big Mac. I'm such an idiot. So how much did I miss? I'll have to catch the replay. Stocked my 65 with Africans tonight and honestly forgot. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. You got more important things to do. I'm at work and eating slices of whole grain bread, and all I want after watching this live stream is pizza, wine, McDonald's, and other junk food. Sorry about that. I mean, forgot about Coca-Cola. Got to put that on there too. Okay, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this thing here. I watched Boogie 2988 and had the gastric, and I had the gastric bypass June of 18th, 2018, and I've gone from 278 to 140, and I'm still losing. Wow, good for you. Yeah, that's it's pretty impressive, the transformation that he has made, because, you know, I mean, you were 278, and that's for a female, that is significant, and you're down to 140, that's amazing. But I bet you your transformation wasn't as severe as Boogie's. He was up like 600 and something pounds, and he's lost like a ridiculous amount of weight. But I'm super happy for you. That's 138 pounds. That's incredible. And that's in 1 year. That's impressive. Good for you. McDonald's isn't food. Sorry for the poor souls that don't have Whataburger. I know it's not food, but it sure does taste good. I got to take a mortgage out in order to feed my family at Five Guys. Yeah, that's the only thing. And what I do, I'm pretty strategic when it comes to this. I'll wait because 3 of our kids are older, over 20. So they're gone most of the time anyway. We've got the 16-year-old and the 15-year-old that are here all the time. And what I'll usually do is I'll wait until one of them is like at a friend's house or something, and I'll take the other one and I'll be like, all right, let's go get Five Guys. Then I'm only getting it for 2. And that's how you don't go broke, getting it Five Guys. But the Five Guys fries, though, come on. I mean, you can't do any better than that. For some reason, I can't gain weight no matter how hard I try. Shame on you. I mean, what kind of a man are you? I hate people like you, Jerome. Of course, I'm joking. Yeah, I drive by a McDonald's and I gain 4 pounds. I mean, it's just the way my body works. Does anyone know what causes brown algae on the glass of a tank? Oh, we're back to fish keeping now, huh? I guess we are. Gonna have to wrap things up here soon. It's the same thing that causes algae on anything else. I mean, there is nature in your aquarium. It's going to build up. Algae is going to be controlled by you either maintaining your tank or you have worker bees in there cleaning up the algae for you. When I hear brown algae, I automatically go to diatom algae, which the only fish that I have found that will devour that is plecos, the common plecos, maybe the bristlenose plecos and ancestris and all of those. I'm not as familiar with them, but the common pleco will clean it out in a heartbeat. Just make sure your tank is big enough. I had that issue in this tank, and as a matter of fact, I did a whole video about it, and it was going to be a really good video, and then we did the 10 things episode on plecos, and I was like, oh, can't use that. But all of these rocks here are universal rocks. That one, and that one are fake rocks. They're universal rocks. And then all this dragonstone is obviously real, but it was covered in diatom algae. I put about a 6-inch long pleco in there. Within 4 days, it was spotless. So, and then on the glass, I just cleaned it off with a sponge. Red Robin has the best burgers. Yeah, they're good. If y'all ever oh crap. Sorry, chat. I'm going to get back to that. I hate the YouTube chat box. So Pals in Tennessee is awesome. At least 10 years ago it was. I don't have any plans to go to Tennessee, but you never know. Everyone on the East Coast watching this is now starving at 10 p.m. Sorry. Oh. Cracker Barrel was good. Still is good. I mean, maybe you don't have them where you're at, but where we are, we've still got plenty of them. And I love Cracker Barrel. My favorite meal of the day, like, not my favorite meal, because I never hardly ever eat breakfast. But my favorite thing to eat is breakfast food, like French toast and bacon, and sausage, and eggs, and omelets, and oh, I could just go crazy. I mean, it's one of my favorite foods, I should say. But I love breakfast food, and Cracker Barrel does it right. Their French toast is, I mean, I'd probably their French toast. It's absolutely amazing. 65 baby African fry in a 75-gallon. Okay, while they're babies, it's fine, sure, but let's not keep them in there long. I think my country has the highest obesity problem in Europe. Don't know why. Haha. I guess we do have McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, and if your obesity problem in your area, I guarantee you it's not as bad as the United States. I'm pretty sure we are the fattest country on the planet. When we got our first got a Five Guys. Okay, sorry. My brother hyped me to him, but didn't warn me about the sticker shock. Yeah, it'll hurt you. But boy, is it good. And boy, is it worth it. Do you have a White Castle? Is Roy Rogers still around? We don't have White Castles, and I know of one Roy Rogers near us, and it's about 45 minutes from me, and Lisa and I went there, and I was extremely disappointed. I remember Roy Rogers being really good 25 years ago. Now, that one wasn't at least. At least the sandwich I got wasn't all that good. All right, this just skipped again, and I don't have the patience to go back because I am exhausted. John, if you come to Detroit sometime, I will take you to Miller's Bar. They only serve burgers, fries, and onion rings. You can't order anything else. That's my kind of place. Yeah, I've been to Detroit one time, and I never stepped foot out of the airport, and it's just because I was there on a layover. It's a beautiful airport, though. But I've been to Grand Rapids, Michigan, but as far as Detroit goes, I was only there for a layover. It comes quicker than you might think, Jerome's fish keeping. I just turned 30 this year. Yeah, believe me. I don't know how old Jerome is. I think he's a teenager. Trust me when I tell you, Jerome is 14. Yeah, you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to be this old. And if you haven't shaved in 2 days, you look like this, and you've got this gray. And trust me, it's coming. It's coming quick. Okay. Hi, John. Are you still doing vape videos? Also, what device would you recommend? Mike, the second I start talking about vaping is the second everybody gets mad and leaves and slams the door on their way out. But I'll answer it real quick. No, I'm not doing vape videos anymore. And it's not because I didn't like it. It's because the August 8th thing happened and nobody wanted to send me any more stuff. And I'm not going to buy every single thing and do videos on them. It's just not worth it to me. I loved it. That channel's got almost 12,000 subscribers. I love that channel. I had so much fun with it, but it just withered away. And I wish I could do more, but it is what it is. Zaxby's is awesome. Yeah, I love Zaxby's. I love their chicken fingers. I don't eat chicken off the bone. People are going to think I'm weird. There's just something about the barbaric nature of like ripping it off the bone. It just bothers me. So I would order chicken fingers if I was to go to Zaxby's. And they're very good. Somebody mentioned Popeyes. Popeyes is the best fast food fried chicken out there as far as I'm concerned. But again, I can't eat it off the bone. I'm just really weird like that. The vape channel is called Kicking, and I still to this day, I went into a vape shop the other day and the guy in there recognized me. He was like, "Oh my God, you're the guy from the Kicking Butts videos." I was like, yeah, that's me. But it's Kicking Butts. I loved that channel. I had so much fun with it, and it just didn't work out. So anyway, listen, folks, this is the part where I'm going to start. I'm so glad someone else can't eat meat off the bone. Yeah, I mean, it's... Nats are scoring. Here we are. Okay. 2-0, top of the first. I'll take that. Going against San Diego. They're a good team. Attaboy, Howie Kendrick. So, yeah, I mean, I was a vegetarian for quite some time because I can't... I felt so guilty eating meat, but I couldn't. I didn't treat it right, and I didn't get enough protein in me, and so I had to go back to eating the real stuff. But ever since then, just taking it off the bone, it just really bothers me. I don't know. I mean, call me a softie. I had somebody call me a flaming heart liberal the other day in the comment section. And I would have loved for Lisa to have seen that, because she'd be like, "What?" Like, I've never been called that before. But it was actually on one of our videos where we talked about feeder fish and the abuse of feeder fish and all of that. And apparently our views were a very progressive, very liberal view on it. I don't know, whatever. I don't label myself anything. I don't label myself as a liberal or a conservative or a Democrat or a Republican. I think it's silly to label yourself anything. So I stay away from all of that. But I thought it was kind of cool. That's probably the first time in my life I've been accused of being a liberal. I mean, I'm not offended by that. If you want to call me a liberal because of my views on same-sex marriage and all these and just human rights and civil rights, if you want to call me a liberal for that, that's fine. But I also believe in a lot of things that conservatives believe in. So I don't know. It was just funny to me. But anyway, I never understood why anyone would order bone-in chicken wings when boneless wings are the same price and you get more meat. That's so true. And you don't have to put in as much work. You just pop them in and it's 4-0 top of the first. You just pop them in and they're just delicious and they're great. Yeah. But like, I mean, I'm not that way just with chicken. I won't eat pork chops with the bone in. I won't eat like a T-bone steak or a porterhouse or something like that. No, just give me the ribeye and the fillet and take the bone out. I don't need to have the anyway. I also had somebody, that's funny that Jerome brings this up. I also had somebody call me a vegan. And I was like, I'm not against vegans. I'm not. I think some of them are lunatics, but there's plenty of people that are not vegans that are lunatics too. But I had somebody call me a vegan, and I don't remember what it was. It was like, or no, it wasn't calling me vegan. It was, how can you support, I don't remember what it was, but somebody called me a vegan in the comments section. And I just wanted to say, and as a matter of fact, I did say in the comments, have you looked at me? Do I look like a vegan to you? I mean, seriously, come on. Anyway, folks, this has been a lot of fun. I'm going absolutely off the rails here now. I'm fading away right here before your eyes, and I'm a snowflake. Yeah. Never in my life have I been accused of being a snowflake, but somebody thought I was a liberal. Anyway, got to thank these super chats and the new members once again before I fall asleep right here on camera. Jose Fernandez, Gilbert Gamella. I'm just going to say these names, and if I say them wrong, I'm sorry. Tracy Walker, Alexander Hambley, Steve Davis, Alexander Hambley again, Chad Krotz, Allie Patton, John LaMountain, Jose Fernandez, John LaMountain, Jose Fernandez. I'm not being weird here, folks. They were going back and forth with each other over and over and over again. Everybody, Jose and John just going back and forth, putting up a fight. Enan Free became a new member. River Life, John Edward, last name I hope I'm saying right. Keith, Mary Contrary, The Fish Tank Barn, John LaMountain again, Jose Fernandez again, and Chad Krotz again. Y'all are crazy doing this over and over and over again, but I like it. Of course I do. I guess being a nice person makes you a snowflake. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I don't care what people call me. I really don't. You want to call me a liberal? You want to call me a conservative? I don't care. Whatever. I don't play those games on YouTube because, I mean, look what happened to Steven Crowder. You know, the second you start bringing up any views from either side of the political sphere, you get people enraged. And fact is, I don't belong to any political party. I think there's idiots on both sides. So I don't want to attach myself to any of them. So anyway, this is the last two questions. Last two. You doing a live stream next week, right? As of now, yes. If I'm going to stop, I'm not going to just disappear on you. I will let you know that I'm not going to be doing the live streams anymore. I watched Jay Wilson's appearance on Friday Fish Facts last night. I didn't see it live, but I watched it today. And it was awesome. And it made me think, you know, that really was a lot of fun. I was on his show, and it was a lot of fun. But it's the guest thing is a lot of fun. And I'll tell you what I've always wanted to do, and it'll never happen. I've always wanted to get like a group, and we stream every week. The group, all of us, like 4. But it never worked out. So, but I think that would be a lot of fun. Do it on a different channel every week. You know, whichever channel it's on is the host for that week. And it's the same 4 people all week. But finding 4 people that would do it would be near impossible. So I would love to try to get into something like that rather than it just being me running my mouth the whole time. But I don't know. But anyway, I said last 2 questions. Where'd it go? Oh, have you ever fed your fish Repashy? And if you have, what are your experiences with it? I haven't, and it's not because I've avoided it. I just haven't. There you go. A snowflake is a one of a kind, though, so it's basically a compliment. Oh, I guess. It doesn't matter what you believe. We are all allowed to believe what we want. See, I agree with that 100%, and that is my philosophy, which is why I don't get involved in politics, which is why you don't hear me talk about anybody. I will tell you I'm a fan of this person and that person, and they're from both sides of the spectrum. I don't care. I mean, we can all be friends and not agree on everything. You know what I mean? That's the way it ought to be. We all ought to be able to listen to each other's opinions and be able to accept them whether we agree with them or not. That's the way it should be. And unfortunately, it's never going to be that way. But, what are you going to do? There is no, I don't know. Who cares? Forget it. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. This has been fun. This is one of those days where I pushed start streaming and I really didn't have a plan. I just kind of riffed. And the fact that you all stuck around for this, it really does mean a lot, because why? Why does anybody watch this? I say it all the time, and I still get comments regularly of people commenting about me, commenting that I don't understand why people watch all the way to the end. So it's flattering. It's very nice. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you to everyone that was doing the super chats today and becoming new members. Thank you so much, Candy, for doing what you do, for being Candy. You were a huge help tonight. I saw you on fire out there tonight. I don't know what was going on, but I've got quite a few trolls. That's all it is. There's a couple of pros out there right now too that are trolling everybody, aren't they? But anyway, we're not going to get into all of that. This was a ton of fun. The second I am aware of what or when the members only videos are going to be a possible thing, I will put one out for all of you, all of the members, and I will let you know it's coming before it happens. That's how you're going to get to see all of the behind the scenes stuff. But anyway, thanks again so much. I could keep going all night long, but I'm not gonna, because it's late. Have a good night, and I will see you next Thursday. I promise. I'm not gonna fade away again. I promise. I know the thumbnail might have been a little misleading, but I wasn't trying to clickbait or anything. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next week.